Hi, Soul Family. How are you? I am burned. I'm burned on my shoulders. I can't even believe it. I repotted a plant. My landlord bought me this plant, this pot, and that pot was the one that it was in. It was all root bound, and I could barely stuff it in here. But because it's open here, kind of like wider, as it gets wet, I think it'll kind of like settle down into it. But I sat down here, like trimming and dusting and, you know, cleaning things off a little bit. And I don't know what time it is right now. What time is it? Let's see. 4:30. Okay. So it was probably at the worst time of the day, right? The hottest heat of the day where you're not supposed to be out. Look at my hair. I'm like, you know what? I'm braiding it and this is like falling down. Make me, I swear I'll behave. Somebody's being a bad boy. You wanted control. We put on a show. Now I'm naked. You say I don't care. My ego was big. I don't give a shit. So it goes like this. Okay, so I sat out here and I got myself fried, and I'm gonna, I gotta get moving because I think the sun's gonna come get us right away. I wanted to get out of here, get the reading finished before I left this spot. I got my singing bowl. Let's give us our items to choose from. I want to show you our very first item to choose from. I'm extremely proud of myself and of him. This is now Mr. Rosewood. Do you remember him before? Not a leaf on him, all crisped. Thought he was gonna die. Oh, he's dry right now, so tonight he's gotta get water. Wow, he dried out fast. So you know what? That's a message. Too much at one time, right? But everybody needs a little bit all the time. A little bit all the time. Moisture, love, attention. And I gave Mrs. Rosewood too much fertilizer and she went yellow. And this is, if anybody knows, if you get mildew on your roses, baking soda and water with a little bit of dish soap, you know, it ends up, it kills the mildew. I mean, it ends up looking like they've got mildew anyway, but it's not. It's stopping the bugs and the disease. So, okay, so Mr. Rosewood, this conglomeration, that big, and that beautiful one, I want that one. So those are 3. And then my dragonfly lights. I got dragonfly lights. I got little flower lights too, but dragonflies are the ones. Okay, so Mr. Rosewood, the big Mexican happy pot, we'll call it the Fiesta Pot. Who else did I say? You want to know how to take control? If I share my secrets, you gotta keep it. Nobody else can see this. If you want control just for tonight, I'll let you know. This is funny. This is a couple learning that there's no need for control in couples, right? You know, nobody wants to control another. Nobody should want to control another. And she's like, hey, we'll play tonight. You can have all the control you want. I'll be your total submissive tonight, but not every single minute. Oh, okay, so what do we have? We have the big pot, the hot pink one, Mr. Rosewood. Where did I go, you guys? Where else did I go? The dragonfly lights. Good Lord. All right, so let's take a deep cleansing breath. Take a drink of water if you have. He's got the moves like Jagger. You know what I never got? It's that one song that says, we don't kiss them or whatever unless they look like Jagger. And I'm like, dang, man, you got strange taste. I won't be going there. Okay, so we're going to start with the singing bowl, which is going to be cleansing our palate. It's going to be cleansing our energy, any worry, upset, frustration, negative feelings that you've been feeling yourself. We're going to ask the Father, thought about something, heard something, thought about something, agree with it. We're going to ask the Father to fill us. I always ask for pure, unconditional love. Somebody said something today and I thought, that's a really good point. Don't ask for healing, because that implies and puts a statement out to the universe that you're broken, that you need healing. Ask for unconditional love. Ooh, real dragonfly. See? Dragonfly says, hold on to your dreams. They're sound and valid, but you might need a little tweaking to see them fulfilled. Don't let anybody talk you out of your dreams. And pay attention to your nighttime dreams. Wow, mine were lucid last night. Dang, dude. So, I I like that idea. Don't say, I need healing, because then you're saying to the universe, I'm sick. You see yourself as well. Remember I said I don't see the people in my life weak. I see them strong. I see them powerful. I expect them. I expect more from them. And people have always said that to me. You've got such high standards. And I'm like, no, I don't. I know what you're capable of. And I'm not going to push somebody past what they're capable of, but you're capable of more. So don't be just chinsing yourself out, right? And definitely don't be seeing yourself as broken or sick or in need of healing. Right? I like that. So we're going to ask for our Father to fill us with pure unconditional love. It's going to take me a while to not say that. I always said unconditional healing light. So love and light. And I'm already feeling my solar plexus moving. It's so funny. It starts going in at our crown, right? Fills us up from the root all the way up through the top. As it pours out, because it's filling, and as it goes by, it's turning all chakras on. It's like it switched, flicked, right? Spin, and it's like a rinse cycle that's going through, cleaning, burning off everything. When the chakras are ignited, the vibration starts moving out, right? Unconditional healing, loving energy is now moving through our body, out of us, and it's pushing out anything negative. So even anything on the outside, right? And it's great for us, and it's good for anyone else around us. We walk into a room and we are vibrating unconditional healing, loving energy. Unconditional loving energy. So, well, we are vibrating unconditional healing, loving energy. We're just not asking for unconditional healing energy. We're asking for unconditional love. So now we get to the top, and when it's moving so fast inside, it's going to spurt out the top like a volcano, and it pours down over the top of us, covering us on the outside, and anything that's on the outside of us that's come against us from anyone else that has a negative attitude, toxic energy, bad feelings. There's still people out there doing those binding spells and trying to do those stupid witchcraft things. It's pushing that away because the vibration is love. It's vibrating out, right? Vibrating out, and everything bounces off of us. So now we've got that. Everything that's around, we're going to ask that it goes inside here, and as it vibrates around, it's cleansing it, and then it's going to shoot out the side of 24 karat gold, talking about self-worth. Okay, here we go. I guess we're doing it different today. X's and O's, 1, 2, 3, they all come back to me. I found me a man, taught him all the things he needed. Found me a boy, turned him into a man. Taught him all the things he needed to know. And here he comes again. Okay, my feet are on fire, so I'm going to have to sit on my legs because the sun is already coming through. Good Lord. Okay, so we're going to start with Mr. Rosewood. We're so proud of him. And we're going to start with the Oracle of Shadows and Light. And, good Lord. Tammy, I love my ring. Tammy and John Waite sent me this. This is one of the rings they sent me, the Tree of Life. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. I'm just looking at it. Okay, correct for neutrality on all levels. I hope you guys are having a beautiful Sunday. Oops, I didn't realize we went off. Cockeyed. Correct for neutrality. For all those who chose Mr. Rosewood, I'm so happy. Correct for neutrality on all levels for those who chose Mr. Rosewood. If you guys want, I always timestamp so you can fast forward if you don't want to deal with this and pay attention to this, but I like you to see me shuffle, and when I'm meant to stop, I'll stop. Climbing over mountains and sailing over seas, they come to get me. That's what anybody would do if they loved you, right? Proving their love, especially if they've been doing something pretty crummy before, like the guy that wanted to control everything. He better start climbing over mountains and sailing over seas to get to me, right? Correct for neutrality on all levels for those who chose Mr. Rosewood. Look at the party boats going in. Isn't it cute? It's kind of like safari at Lion Country Safari at Disneyland. Okay, Mr. Rosewood. Storm Angel. Okay, so right now in your energy, there are people that are disagreeing. There's a clash of beliefs, different ideas, attitude. The energy that people are exhibiting are different. I feel this, you feel that. I don't agree with your stand on that. I can't believe that you did this. How could you do that? There's things that are coming to the light. And you see this one, this spiritual one, is standing calm. Song right now, I like me better when I'm with you. Because what's going on around them is this, right? So the Storm Angel 3, Ascended Masters working with you. Full circle completion, something's come to a completion. And the number 5 says that there are issues, there are challenges, there's jealousy, there's arguments, fights, disagreements, clashing of systems and beliefs and ideas all around you. And because of that, there needs to be a change. And because of that, there is a change happening, a significant change. And it may not always be easy as you go through it. It's necessary and it's always for the better. But if you're having a difficult time dealing with going through this time, you must call on Spirit for help, because they are bound by free will just like we are, right? None of us have any right to do a binding spell or force something on anyone. Everyone gets a choice, right? Everyone gets a choice. And so Spirit stands at the ready always to help us. But if we can cry and bite our fingernails and be upset and stressed out, but if you don't say, I need your help me. All you have to just say is, please help. You know, don't be so proud. Let them in and then they'll help you. So she's very calm, because a true master is able to find peace and calm even amidst chaos. And this is talking about oil and water, right? They don't mix. You can shake them all up and for a little while there's a semblance of conformity, but no, a wish just went by, a giant big wish. Let me make a wish. Okay. And the reason it's happening is because it has to happen. This is like the tower, right? Falling tower. So it's a tower moment in somebody's life, and it's basically clearing away what doesn't work for you. And this is when relationships that don't work fall apart. This is when friendships dissolve. This is when there's drama, fighting, because there are feelings that need to be expressed. It's coming up because it has to be. It has to come up and be expressed so that it can cleared away, so that it can heal and people can start moving forward. So right now, it's maybe pushing you out of your comfort zone. It's uncomfortable. It's not a fun thing to do, right? It's not a fun thing to be around, but it has to happen to burn away what doesn't work. This song is saying, I like me better when I'm with you, because they're with someone or in an area that they don't do well. They don't like it, right? Because this is causing stress to their peace. And who doesn't want peace of mind? You know, they don't want the drama. They just want peace of mind, serenity, quiet, you know, happiness, joy. I don't want the drama. So right now, this is also saying that if there were lies and deception, I got messages for my twin, and I'm sure he already understands. Yeah, the song right now, my lover, she's got everybody's disapproval. Should have worshipped her sooner. If the heavens ever did speak, she's my last true mouthpiece. Because information has been spoken, and lies and deception and manipulation are being found out. That's what happens with this. I got really, clear information today. Stuff that I watched 6 years ago in a dream is going down right now. It's probably been going down for a long time, but it's prophetic because I'm seeing it right now. So if someone's cheated on somebody, you're gonna know. If somebody's stolen, they're gonna be found out. Their karma is happening at this time, and it's going to be good for them too. They're going to have to pay for their karma. They're going to have to go through something. They're going to have to deal with something, and it's not going to feel good to them. But it's going to be good for them in the end too, that this is stopped. So they can then begin, and I've already been given a glimpse of the situation that I'm watching. It's a brother that stole from his brother, that's been lying and manipulating and taking from him and not telling him where the money honestly came from. On and on it goes, and that's going to be dealt with. And what is seen at this time from what I've gotten a glimpse of, is that it's almost like a relief to him, the brother that was stealing, that was doing it all. It's stopped, so that he has the opportunity to now be a different person. He gets a different choice. You know, we've been getting for a long time, for months and months, we kept getting the message from Spirit that there's something that you need to say. You need to speak your truth. And they were given an opportunity, and they didn't do it. And so they were found out, right? Spirit made sure that they were found out. And now they face the consequences. But you get an opportunity. Take me to church. I'll lay down at the shrine of, you know, this is the one about, you know, it's interesting to me. Good God, I'll give you my life. Take me to church. I'll worship at the shrine of your lies. I'll worship at the, so, because what I'm watching, in the situation I'm watching, is this person presents themselves as very religious. So, you know, take me to church, right? Preach, do your preaching. I'll worship at the shrine of your lies. And now I know, right? So it's all going to come out. And at this time, it's very important for you to speak your truth. Act accordingly, act in integrity. Everything's about to become extremely clear. So if there's something that you need to say to somebody, clear up at this time, this is your opportunity to do it before your tower falls. All right, correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the Fiesta Pot, and I did, I'm going to the Oracle of Shadows, no, Divine Circus. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Oh, another wish. I used to have an acre. Actually, every place I've lived, I've had a very big garden, and I've always been a gardener. And this is all I have, is this little patio. So I'm just laughing because I've got so many pots. It's all I can do, you know. But it's so fun to watch things grow. Look at all the Easter lilies are going to come up. And these plants right here, the ones that are trailing down, and in that one and in that one, they were made from little cuttings of that one, or breakings. And the victory sparrows eat something. I don't know what it is that they go to and pick at, but they love those. It's their favorite. So I'm feeding my pets. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the Fiesta Pot. And I got a little cushion for Siam, that green cushion underneath there. It's like a garden mat where you kneel on. It feels really good for me. And I thought, you know, my landlord suggested that. He goes, why don't you get that for Sammy? And I thought, you know, that's a good idea. Lay his little sore bones on there, right? Because that's where he likes to go and lay in the sun. I love it out here. Last night, Liger and I laid on the Chase Lounge. I'm going to do it after this reading as soon as the sun goes down over the house. We laid there for like 2.5 hours, with just because I was up yesterday at 3 o'clock in the morning, since 3 o'clock, and then I went to bed at 3 o'clock, and then I was up at 3 o'clock today. So I haven't had any sleep really. And oh, it felt so good out here. It was breezy, and we were listening to the lake birds, and he couldn't get close enough to me. He was in my throat. If he could have crawled inside of me, he wasn't close enough. It was so cute. Give the people in your life, the animals in your life, love and attention. They deserve it. All right, for those who chose one more, oh God, sorry. For those who chose the Fiesta Pot, okay. For those who chose the Fiesta Pot, correct for neutrality on all levels. The Juggler. I had a bad thought as soon as I heard this. Are you juggling? Are you juggling relationships? Don't. You're going to be found out, right? Don't. If you're not happy with where you are, it's time to speak your truth. Leave it respectfully, standing in your integrity. Don't juggle. This is also, he's tired. He's exhausted, like I just talked about. So that's the main message, is that you're probably juggling a million things and you're tired. You've been working hard. You've got stress around you possibly. You're not sleeping well. And this one this one's saying, I feel your pain. The number is 30, again, so the Ascended Master's helping you, working with you. So when you're this exhausted and the message is, don't think that you are an island. You are not meant to do everything by yourself. You have to stop thinking that you are a one-man show or a one-woman show and that you don't need any help. It's not embarrassing to ask for help, support financially, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. You're being asked to call upon Spirit allow friends and family and loved ones in to help you. You're tired, you're exhausted. Delegate your authority. You don't have to do it all. And you know what? It's not all going to be done the way you do it. Somebody might do it differently. But you know what? Maybe their way of doing it might teach you something. So stay open as well. So Spirit's basically saying you've got the ability to do this. You've got the ability to juggle. You've got the ability to handle all the stuff that's coming in front of you. You've got the skills, right? Songs are hysterical right now. So when the Juggler is here, this is wisdom coming to you to help you see how you can maybe shift things around, reorganize things without getting overwhelmed, without becoming exhausted, where you can get grounded, where you're spending enough time with yourself. You need to spend equal time. Spirituality, sexuality, emotional, rest, play, serious talk, spiritual work. You have to have equal amounts. You can't be working all the time. No play, no sex, no fun, no friends. There has to be a balance, right? So if you are overwhelmed right now, you're doing too much. You're trying to do much, or you're thinking too much, or you're going too far ahead, worrying about what's going to happen then, when all we really can handle is today. We can't do anything about tomorrow anyway. That tomorrow will take care of itself. So bring everything into this present moment. What needs to be taken care of at this time? What is the most important thing right now? My reading, right? I did all my gardening. I had that done. Took care of what I needed to do. Then there's this. Then I'm going to rest. Then, you know, there's things that I'm making time for myself. I'm not pushing myself anymore. If I'm tired, I freaking have a nap. It feels great, you know? So right now it's about prioritizing, or maybe reprioritizing, because maybe you haven't been giving yourself enough. You've been giving others, or work, or working for other people, or even maybe you're trying to build a house, maybe you're trying to get your business off the ground, but you're not going to be good to anyone if you're exhausted. I was so tired yesterday that I started dropping everything, and I dropped that, and then that broke, and then this, and I said, oh my God, and my landlord goes, oh my God, seriously, he watched me, and I was just so tired, I was like a zombie, and I said, I need to stop, I need to go outside, and I need to breathe fresh air until I burn this negative energy, because once I started I was to that place, I was vibrating at that frequency, and I was going to bring one negative experience after another to me until I stopped and took care of myself. And I did, and I was freaking out to the world, man. So what else? He's trying to figure out who to ask, right? He's standing there by himself. He's got these rainbow balls. You juggling some rainbow balls? Why are your balls the color of rainbows? Got blue balls because you've not been having enough sex? Because you don't have enough time in your life for a personal life because you're working all the time? Got blue balls because of that? Are you in a rotten relationship? You're miserable and you're not speaking your truth and you don't have sex? Might want to reprioritize and decide, you know what? I'm not happy. You're not happy. Need to figure this out, right? Got to do something different here. So Spirit says you're going to be able to manage what you need to, and you are also going to be able to relax, so don't worry. That's your message. You will be able to do enough of what is happening at this time, and you're going to actually be able to handle more that's coming, because you're going to be reprioritizing, and you're going to recognize, you know what? It's true. I'm giving way too much time to that drama. Why am I even wasting my time there? I mean, that sucks my energy. It drains me. It's non-productive. I may as well not even have been there. Right, don't go there. So there's one thing off your list. Check, I won't be going there anymore, right? So you're going to handle what's going on, and all the opportunities that are coming, you're going to be able to do it too. And you're going to be able to handle it gracefully without falling and dropping things all over the place like me, because you're exhausted, right? Okay, for those who chose the Dragonfly lights, we're going to work with Colette Baron Reed's Spirit Animal Oracle. Correct for neutrality on all levels. This is a big deck. Oh, I love the way this deck. You're going to have life-changing resources. That's what Spirit just said. Correct for neutrality. Oh, it shuffles so nicely. I could actually probably shuffle the whole deck together. It's so slim. Ooh, I like that one. Correct for neutrality on all levels. correct for neutrality. I was gonna ride my bike. I was gonna put my decks in my basket and find a cool bike trail and go riding along. And I thought, man, I would have been crisped, refried bean. You know, and 2 years ago, I mean, you guys probably remember the videos when I was in my bathing suit doing readings out there. I don't even go on the lake anymore until it's afternoon. And if I do, I've got covered up or I've got 50 proof sunblock on. 2 years ago, I was out there. Dumb. Correct for neutrality on all levels for those who chose the rainbow lights. Okay. Brown bear spirit, take time out. That's pretty funny, don't you think? So the number is 9. And the number 9 says that you have everything. Now this is interesting. You have everything you need, all the tools, all the resources, all the time, energy, words, connections, everything that you need in order to move forward on your spiritually illuminated path. So stop procrastinating, light worker. However, you're being told to take time out. Well, they still want you to move forward. They just want, this is a priority. Remember I said there's got to be equal time? You're going to move forward with taking some time out for yourself. It's vacation time, it's rest time. It could be literally right now, take some time out. Buy the time out for yourself because you're worth it. It's time to focus your attention, right? The bear, you think about the bear hibernating. They hibernate for a long time. So it's about time, and when you're doing that, when you're not working at a frazzled pace, you're able to understand and hear Spirit's messages because your mind is relaxing. I wouldn't have been able to hear anything. Like earlier today, I said I can't do my reading. I'm just too exhausted. I needed to actually kind of rest, and I was working out here, but I wasn't working. I was just kind of like puttering in the garden, and I was out here getting fresh air, right? And I said my mind won't even be able to work when you're exhausted. So when you're actually lying there, and I get really excited because last night it happened with Liger Night, I was lying there and I started having little lucid dreams. I wasn't really asleep, I was just kind of floating, but I got really clear messages. And I thought, you know, that's what you should do. This is a meditative time. This is a time when you can be co-creating with the universe. So when you close your eyes, you're not closing your eyes wasting time, you're creating. Right? Take that time to think, what is it that I should do next? Ask Spirit, how should I handle this situation? Is there something I need to know? Close your eyes and then just leave it. Don't wait, don't look for it, just relax and it should come. It's also about daydreaming and getting ideas, right? It's about strategizing. My dad used to go with my mom. I've talked to you guys about this. My mom was a shopaholic and my dad was very wealthy and he was very generous to her and he loved to make her happy. He wanted to treat her like a little princess. So they would go shopping and my mom was actually, she was really good. She grew up like me. I mean, so she didn't take advantage of that, you know? And so with somebody like that, you're even more wanting to help, somebody that respects that you work hard for your money, right? But she'd go in into all the little stores and her thing was opening up the boxes and lids of everything. I'm like that too. If there's a box, I have to look in it. It's so funny, we're curious. Cats. And my dad would be sitting outside on the bench of whatever store she was in, and they would go from store to store, like Hawaii, wherever they were at, and he'd have a pad of paper and a pencil or pen, and he would just kind of sit there. And he said he would just kind of like watch people and just relax, and he would get little epiphanies that would come and he would write them down, and he called it figuring. I'm going to be outside figuring things out. So this is about strategizing and figuring out, you know, what do I want to do? And you'd be surprised when your mind is relaxed, the things that pop. And also when you're in a place like that, right? It's just like me, I'm out here and I've got animal messages going by. I pay attention to cars and signs and songs on the radio and, you know, everything that walks by. And it brings me a message. And it's funny how you'll get exactly what you need. Spirit knows what you need and they know how to bring it to you. But you need to be calm, relaxed, with a clear head and open to understand what's coming for you, right? I can't remember if this came in the upright. I think it did. I don't remember because there is it is in reverse order. So the same message is, if you can't allow yourself to buy out the time for yourself, you're going to get sick, or you're gonna get frazzled, or you're gonna be a bitch, or you're gonna be an ass, you're gonna get cranky, you're gonna say things you don't mean. My landlord said, wow, you need to take a nap. And I said, yeah, I do. I said, you don't want to talk to me right now. I am so tired. I'm dropping everything, I'm breaking everything. I don't want to be around anybody. I'm miserable. I'm exhausted. I pushed myself way past the limit. And we don't want to get to that point where you push yourself past the limit. So there's your message. Oh, wow, thank you. I got pizza for dinner. All right, this is our last message. So for the next message, we're gonna go for the flame plant. And I don't even know what that is, but it literally looks like a flame. That little pot, that's the last message. And we're going back to the Divine Circus Oracle because it's my favorite. And I choose that one too. Oh, I love this song. I believe my problem is I believe every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. That's a problem people have. Am I more than just the sum of my every high and every low? Remind me, once again, of who I am because I need to know. Somebody's really needing support. So whoever comes to your mind at this moment, shoot from your heart to their heart unconditional love. Because when that person feels unconditional love, open up, babe, I'm channeling you. Unconditional love, surround them. In that, wrap your wings around them. See their wings unfurl from their back and shake out and relax. And see that unconditional love vibrating all around them, filling them up. Like a pillow next to them. See them lying their head on that big fluffy pillow of love. Because as that love starts to permeate themselves, they'll start feeling better about themselves. You say that I'm strong when I feel that I am weak. You say that when I don't feel I belong, you say that I'm yours. And I believe what you say of me. I like this song because I always speak about it like it's someone talking to God, to spirit, right? God, you say that I'm strong, and I believe that because, like I said, we are. Maybe you're just exhausted. Maybe you've just been taken advantage of. Maybe you just found out somebody's been lying, stealing, cheating, manipulating. And it's your family or it's your wife or whatever, your best friend, and wow, it was a blow. And so you need this love, and you need to love yourself. And you are strong. You're stronger than you realize. You just need a little loving in your life right now. Just a little bit down right now. Because it's gonna get better. All is well. I'm getting weller. Correct for neutrality on all levels for those who chose the flame succulent, and I did. I need some water, sorry. I'm getting a headache. I'm getting a headache, and I was about to say I don't get headaches. Yeah, I've been getting them a lot lately, haven't I? So either somebody I'm connected to is really having tension in their head, or I'm just exhausted, and I know I am, so it's me too. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose, on the bottom, death shall not take him. I was told to look, so this is every single week we're getting this message. Almost every reading. When you think it's over, it's not over. Burst suddenly back to life. When you think there's no way through it, suddenly there is. Whatever this is, divine intervention at its finest, stepping in, God breathing life back into your project, your relationship, your body, your family, whatever it is. Okay? Correct for neutrality on all levels. Pixie Peirot. Little boy blue. Little boy blue at the beach. He's beautiful, this boy, isn't he? Beautiful. Could be a little girl, he's so beautiful. But he's not looking very happy. But a lot of these cards don't look very happy. So let me read the rest of the card, because the water is very peaceful and calm, right? It's a beautiful day. It's a day like this. It's a gorgeous day. It's fresh. I love that little outfit. I'm wearing navy blue. Are you representing me right now? Maybe you're me. So, song right now, sometimes I get a good feeling. I get a good feeling. So the message with Pixie, so it could be a girl, right? Girls wear Pixie haircuts. Is talking about your own true self, that no matter what you go through, no matter what you've experienced, no matter who's around you, no matter how your body changes, no matter how you age, no matter what you learn, you're always going to be your own basic self, your own you. We're always evolving, right? But we're us, right? Our lifestyle can change, our relationships can change, where we live can change, our opinions, our decisions, our choices, our belief systems can change, but we are still the same precious person that we were created. We're just evolving into something better. We're always ascending, right? We're always growing. We're always a work in progress. So because we understand this, we have the intelligence and the ability to handle every situation, to go into a new experience and constantly be searching. We always want to be stretching. We always want to be learning. We always want to be active. I was talking to my aunt yesterday about age, and I said, what was it, like 10 years ago when you and I were in Malibu? And she goes, Sherry, it was 20 years ago. And I'm like, what? 20 years ago? She goes, I know, it goes by in a day. And I said, that's why it's so important to eat healthy, drink a lot of water, and stay busy and stay active and stay away from negative energy and negative people, because you want to live a long time, because life goes by really, really fast. We are meant to thrive. We are meant to live healthy. I've been around people. I had a friend come over and I did a reading, and she was constantly breathing in and blowing out that vape pen. Those things are worse than smoking cigarettes, and because they don't feel like they're smoking a cigarette, they do it all day long. And I'm thinking, you're gonna die. You're baking out in the sun, you're gonna get skin cancer. You need to be careful. So right now, Spirit says, you are exactly how you're supposed to be. Other people may not like your version of yourself. I talk about often how my son's like, where's my mom? I want my mom. I want the mom that lived on Kamloops Avenue. I want that mom. And I'm like, I am that mom, but I'm growing. And I thought about that too. My son hasn't spoken to me in 6 years because of he's a Jehovah's Witness and I'm a spiritual teacher, and he doesn't agree with that. And I thought yesterday, it's been 6 years since he's seen his mom. He's blocked me and everything. He doesn't go look on my social media because it hurts him. He doesn't want to look. And I thought one day he's going to see his mom and he's going to be like, wow, mom wears glasses now all the time. She didn't wear glasses before, right? Interesting. There's nothing wrong with you. You are exactly how you are meant to be right now, whatever it is that you're feeling or whatever it is that you're wanting to do. Spirit's telling you right now that it's time for you to have the life that you deserved, not the life that others want for you. Not the life that, sometimes parents, even grown children, are trying to manipulate. And they don't call it manipulate, they call it, coax or help them form. But the thing is, you have a grown child. By the time they reach 18, it's their choice, not yours. And in all truth and reality, a lot of times if people are groomed by an overbearing parent, or a parent that like stage mom or whatever you want to call it, right, lives their life vicariously through their kid, they really don't get much of a choice. And if you have an individual that's very pleasing, wants to please everybody, wants to make everybody happy, they don't live their life. They live the life that you want them to live. They're not happy doing that. This is a message right now. Don't do that to your kids, to your husband, to your wife, right? It's okay that we all change. We're always going to change. It doesn't mean that you have to fall out of love with somebody, or just because somebody has a difference of opinion that you can't stay together. We won't always agree on everything. We have to agree to disagree, and we have to allow ourselves to step out and be the truth of who we are. So what childhood dream did you have? Or what adult dream did you let go of? Or person did you let go of because someone else didn't approve, or it didn't fit the mold of what your family wanted for you, or what your friends wanted for you, and what was expected, and you kind of just allowed I like to paint. I like going out climbing mountains. I like camping. I like You know, I was going to take this course and somebody said I was too old. One of my clients said that to me. You know, everybody told me I was too old to go back to school and become an architect. And he goes, and I went, I didn't listen to him. He goes, everyone ridiculed me. No one supported me. But now his friends are working at restaurants where he was working, and now he's going on to be an architect. He's kicking ass and making bank, right? If he had listened to somebody, you're never too old. You're never too old to go to school. You're never too old to try something new. You're never too old to start your own business. You're never too old to get married. You're never too old to start again. And if you're in a situation that you don't like, you're never too old to change it. It doesn't mean, you know, sometimes you think, oh, it's going to hurt somebody. I don't want to hurt somebody. But you're hurting yourself. And in all reality, you are hurting them too, because you're not being authentic and you're not giving them the best of you because you're not happy. So right now, Spirit is saying that it's time to go back to the things that you have been dreaming about. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe all you're doing is being a dreamer. You're a really good dreamer, but you're not an actor, right? You need to act on your dreams. Dreams, I'm a Pisces, but I'm a Pisces moon. I'm an Aries rising, so I get it done. But I mean, in the Pisces, you got all these great ideas and they float around, but you don't solidify them, right? So it's time to act on these fantasies even. And you can even do role playing. If you're in a relationship and you always wanted to, this is cool. If you always wanted to be something that for a trade that you didn't do, right? I wanted to be a movie star. I wanted to be a welder. I wanted to be a pilot. I always wanted to be Superman or Spider-Man or whatever. Dress up. Dress up with your partner. When you have sex, just dress up. Go out on a date and meet your partner at a bar like you don't know who she is and act like you don't know each other, that you just met. And role play and replay your first, all the things that you didn't say that you wanted to say. Treat her like you would treat somebody if you just met them for the first time. All the things that maybe it's boring now and you don't say things like that. God, there's so many things I've got in mind that you could do that would be so fun, right? Or actually literally do it. Go to school. Take a painting course. You're not too old to do it. Learn something new. Don't drop the ball on something. And even if it seems ridiculous, what was that woman, a 102-year-old woman in Lake Elsinore, jumped out of the airplane? Always wanted to do it, she did it. 102? My heart would explode. I wouldn't do that, right? But clearly she wasn't too old to do it. And I was talking about my aunt to my landlord, and I said, you know, I want to get this step van or a box van, and I want to make a little mobile home out of it. I want to. I'm not saying I have to live in it, but I want to. I want to really artistically dial something in and do that. And if I were to say that to my dad, he would not support me. And if I were to say that to my mom, I don't think she would have supported me either. But I told my aunt, and she's like, that sounds really cool. I could see you doing that. She goes, you're very talented. And it's because she did that. She had a complete change of life. She had what happened to me, the exact same thing. Both of us found out that our child had been molested, and we walked away from our old life. I left Canada, came to California, quit my job, sold my house at a loss, didn't care. Shit totally changed my life. She did the same thing. Same thing happened to her. She did the same thing. She packed everything up and moved to Aspen, Colorado, and started. She's beautiful. She's always been beautiful. She's 70 years old, almost turning 70, and she looks like a movie star. She's gorgeous. She looks maybe 60, maybe 55, 60, I would say, but beautiful. And at that time, I mean, that was like 30 years ago, and very, very sweet, very humble, very, everyone loved her, you know, had a completely different lifestyle. Did it for a couple years, right? It was fun. She always wanted to do that. She said, I sold everything and freaking just left. I packed up my car and I was gone. And she go, you know, what if other people didn't agree with that? Right? She did it anyway. She says, actually, nobody agreed with it. Nobody agreed with it. So that's why when I was telling her about my thing, she's like, that's pretty cool. So if you have something that you want to do and nobody is supportive of it, don't talk to them. Don't talk to anyone that doesn't support your dreams. Don't talk to anyone that says you can't do absolutely anything you think you want to do and that you set your mind to. Yes, you can. You can do anything you set your mind to. You've got the whole world in front of you. That's what I said when I came to Southern California. I got down here and I stood on the cliff in Carlsbad and I looked out at the ocean and I was scared. I was a single mom with 2 kids, right? No job, moving into a country by myself. And I was scared, but I took a deep breath and I looked out over the water, because nature calms you, it does. And I said, God, I've got the whole world in front of me. I can be anything and anyone I want. Nobody knows me here. It was awesome. You want to pick up and move to a completely different place? When I went to Wisconsin, I was a completely different person. It was awesome. That's role playing, right? Be who you've always wanted to be, that you were too afraid to be. No one knows who you were. They don't know that it's always been your habit not to speak. It's, you know, I was nervous when I went to Wisconsin. I hung out with a bunch of musicians, and every Thursday night was writer's night. And if you wanted to belong, you had to write 3 songs in the week, original songs, and you had to stand up and perform them in front of everybody. And I did it. And I was freaking terrified. And I was the only one that didn't know how to play an instrument, so I had to sing a cappella. That's hard. I mean, if you've got a guitar to go along with, at least you're looking down at your guitar. I didn't have anything. I just stood there in front of everybody that I didn't know, and I sang. I stood on the street in the fair that we had, and I sang with a microphone, and I thought, nobody knows how freaking terrified I sang in Steelbridge Song Festival 3 times. I did things that I can't believe I did it. It was amazing, right? So don't think that there's something that is too fanciful or too ridiculous to do, even if other people think it's ridiculous. You want to take horseback riding lessons. You're too old to take horseback riding. My dad didn't want to get me a truck. I was looking for a truck. No, wasn't going to support that because he didn't want me climbing in the mountains, didn't want me camping in a camper. It's not safe for a woman your age. Your age. Bullshit. My age. Seriously, my grandmother was 98 years old doing her own thing, walking around and no one told her she was too old, right? She went all over Europe by herself. She didn't go with anyone else. She's not too old. Really? No. So what did I end up doing? I ended up taking the car that I got and I went camping in my car, right? So don't listen to people. Understand that Spirit is telling you that they want you to do exactly what it is that you're feeling. It's exciting. To challenge yourself and see what you can accomplish, right? And when you do things that are different, you meet different people. And you could literally do something and then realize, I want to do this for a living. I love this. I'm good at this. But I think more than anything, it's just your body is so wanting, your soul wants to express itself. It can also help you release things from trauma from the past, like working through your issues. Put your energy into that. I saw this really cool step van last night, and I saw it late at 10:30, and as soon as I saw it, it was $500 up the road. It was blue. It was so cute. The side of it said, Project Hope, working for God in the community. And I said, that's my van. And I wrote and I said, I want it. I'll come up. What time? What's the address? But somebody got to it before me and it sold. I was crushed. And I said this morning, it would have been so fun for me, when I needed downtime, when I needed because I can only do so much gardening in pots, right? I can't climb the mountains here. It takes me 40 minutes to get somewhere to hike. I could have poured myself into a project like that, and it's fun and it's mindless work, but it's skill that I was learning, and it's creative, and I probably would be getting one epiphany after another. Not to mention there's this feeling of satisfaction of doing something yourself, accomplishing something that other people said that you couldn't do. I like that. I like that. What did Mama say? Mama said, go out, manifest destiny, create your legacy, rewrite your history, right? I hate to see you waiting. Don't wait, light worker. Get moving. 3, the number 3, full circle completion, ascended masters working with you. 6, focus on Spirit. Ask Spirit for help. Don't think about the material world so much. Don't be so stressed out about all the things in the material world. Stay in just today and know that you're going to be provided for. 3 and 6 together is 9 again. You have everything you need, light worker, to move forward on your spiritually illuminated path. Stop procrastinating. Follow your dreams. Call that person. Go do that. Go on that trip. Quit that job. Divorce that person. Leave that toxic environment. All of it starts right now. Song right now. Happiness hit her like a bullet in the back. That's fast. Things can change overnight, right? Life can change overnight. People aren't promised tomorrow. So Spirit says go. Give yourself a chance to be seen, to be heard, to claim everything that's theirs out there for you to claim. I'm watching a seagull fly by right now. Seagull talks about freedom. Freedom of speech, freedom of action, freedom of choice, freedom to go, do, and say and be anything and dress, right? However you want. Love yourself, let yourself live the best, beautiful life, and express yourself originally as yourself. Don't let your mom dress you up like a little boy when you're 45 years old, right? Step out. that's it. That's our readings for today. How many? 49 minutes? All right, so those are our readings. If anybody would like to, actually, please click like, subscribe, and share these videos. And I really appreciate you supporting my channel. Help it grow, you guys. Share, right? Leave comments. If you would like to donate to my page, there's a donate button there as well. If I can help you with a reading or dream analysis or ceremonial sage wand or any other item, long distance Reiki healing that I can do to help you, I would be honored. My website is www.theangelswhisper.com. I love your comments. I do. Keep coming with the comments. I love them. I don't like it when you guys start getting really negative. I don't want that. And I don't really want you giving too much detail, because other people can tap into that and kind of work with you, pull you in, suck you in, right? It's not good. Don't put yourself on display, but I do like the comments and questions I like. And please do understand that when I do this all for free every single day, right? And I work and I post on my Facebook page, which is Sherry Columbus, Angels Whisper. So please be respectful that dream analysis and readings are what I do for my living. I give a lot of myself for free. So if you're going to call and ask me for a dream analysis, 15 minutes, it's $44.44. It's the same price as a 15-minute reading. For a half an hour reading, it's $77.77. And for an hour reading, it's $122.22. I just like the numbers, right? The spiritual numbers. So please respect. I mean, you wouldn't go to a mechanic and expect your mechanic to fix your car for free. And just because I'm friendly and I might be your friend on Facebook, it is what I do for a living. So I appreciate the respect. I have to have boundaries too, right? And it takes my energy. So, all right, you guys, let's take a look outside this beautiful, beautiful day. My feet are fried from the sun. Isn't that pretty, that pot? I got this pot at Rite Aid. It was regularly $20 for 10 bucks. I can't get over it. That one I paid 20 bucks for, that pot. So here we are. Oh, it's cooler on this side. Beautiful. All right, my stomach just growled. It's hungry time. I love you guys. We'll talk soon. Bye.